What is up, Hardcore Nation? It's Hardcore Christopher here, and I just felt like reacting to Falling in Reverse Zombified. Now, full disclosure, have I heard this song? Yes, I just recently came in contact with it, and it has a very deep message that I think that everyone can relate to. So, let's just get right into this. Again, this is Falling in Reverse Zombified, and this is by... It's a record company. Okay, but let's just hop right in. Okay, first off, I have to say this. I like video games. Anybody that has been a part of this channel for any amount of time will tell you I love video games. And right now, this is like Resident Evil. And I know you guys can't see it, but I am grinning like a Cheshire cat. Let's go back a bit. I do wonder who the mysterious figure is, though. Yes, zombies are attracted to sound. But okay. Let's just move on from here. What does that say? We've been zombified. You're next. Cool. That's a warning. That's a warning to get out of Dodge and don't ever come back.
Monsters are living under your bed, 'cause they are the voices in your head.
Okay, let's slow this down just a little bit. Ronnie Radke, great vocalist. And he sang there. Gotta go back and listen to it one more time.
Monsters are living under your bed, 'cause they are the voices in your head.
The monsters aren't living under your bed. They are the voices in your head. We've all been that way. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you're in public or just home alone. You know, you have voices, not literal voices, but they're voices from like the news and, you know, doubts about yourself. Maybe you're feeling self-conscious, or maybe you're doubting your ability. You give in to those, it'll kill you. Not kill you literally, okay? It will kill you mentally. You'll have no self-esteem, and then you'll be throwing yourself a pity party. Get out of that mentality. Let's continue.
Zombified by the lies they said. We become the walking dead.
Let's listen to that line one more time.
Zombified by the lies they said. We become the walking dead.
Zombified by the lies they said, we've become the walking dead. That is society in a freaking nutshell. Because guess what? Everybody, it seems like they either listen to the news or listen to the government, and, well, I'll keep that thought to myself for now. But it's like you can't do this. Why can't I do this? Because the news said so. The news says don't take this type of medication, otherwise you die. Otherwise you will die from it. And it's like, so does that mean that if the news told you that jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge would cause you to sprout wings and fly away, does that mean it's true? Does that mean that everything you read on the internet is true? Because I'm pretty sure that if you were to jump off the Golden Gate Bridge, if the news told you that jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge would cause you to grow wings and fly, I don't think that. I do not think that whatsoever. I think that if you were to jump off the Golden Gate Bridge, there would be a high probability of you dying rather than sprouting wings and flying away from danger. Let's continue. I do like the zombies.
Oh no, they'll never let go. Something you said 10 years ago. Their cats are like you. They won't stop till everybody's defied. They're broken as we lies like it's formaldehyde.
Hold on. There is something that I want to go back to. I'll try to pause it. Okay, right here. The censored. This is going into a little thing that society gets into. And I think... Why is the video all blurry now? I don't know. Wasn't like that before. Let's actually continue on.
Something you said 10 years ago. Their cats are like you. And they won't stop till everybody's zombified.
Stop. Back it up. Back it up some more. Society gets into this. I don't know why. You see, society is strange nowadays. You see, I've been in this situation where I'll be giving somebody a compliment and then there will be somebody else thinking I'm hitting on that person. Like, for example, when I had my AT&T BlackBerry, back in 2008, 2009, I think it was that long ago, um, I was talking to my best friend's mom, and I gave her a compliment of she looks that uh, that she looked younger than what she actually was. Then I get a call from my best friend asking if I was hitting on her. I said no. But this goes deeper. This okay. Let's listen to the line one more time. Zombified by the lies they've said. Oh, I backed it up too far. Oh well. We become the Walking Dead.
We become the Walking Dead. Everybody's on the edge. Oh no, they never let go. Something you said 10 years ago. Their cats are like cats.
Sorry. Instagram notification. Somebody messaged me. Right now, I don't really care. Oh no. They've never let go. Something you said 10 years ago. They're canceling. You. And they won't stop until you're zombified. Okay. Why is it that whenever something let's say, and I've said a lot of things, okay, all right, let's say, well, this is how society is, unfortunately. You see, when I look at society, and I'm only 25 and I can tell you this, society isn't getting better. It's getting worse. It's not getting worse by worse. It's not getting worse and worse by the day or the hours or the minutes. It's getting worse by the seconds. It's getting worse by the decades that goes on. And unfortunately, you run into people that you may have heard a month ago, a year ago, a decade ago. And guess what? They still bring it up, and it's like, why do you keep on bringing something up that has no bearing on what I am now? Back then, I was a different person entirely. But society will always jab and jab and jab and jab. And it's like, you can't you can't say this. You can't say that. You can't say that Santa Claus isn't real. Or you can't say that The Walking Dead is fake. Or you can't say that the wrestling industry or the music industry or whatever industry that you like or enjoy is very cutthroat, which the two that I named are very cutthroat: the music business and the wrestling business, unfortunately. You take okay, you take a band like Skillet or Falling in Reverse or Black Sabbath or Metallica or 3 Days Grace, an established band that has been around for quite some time, and you take a band that is just getting started and they get and the band that is now is just getting started is just they they get reviewed by the Rolling Stones, and the Rolling Stones just obliterates them into oblivion. Guess what? Now, you take that established band and do the same thing, and then the band in their infancy is like, well, what's going on here? Rolling Stones said they liked falling in reverse, but they didn't like us. And maybe the band is only in like maybe the band members are only in their like uh teen teens and 20s. Guess what? The music industry doesn't care how old you are. They honestly don't.
Everybody's zombified. They're blocking us with lies like it's formaldehyde. We're dead inside. Goes on. Let this go. When it stops, we'll never know. We're hypnotized. And they won't stop till you're zombified.
That is some good imagery right there. Let me back it up. In the mirror, she's perfectly healthy, perfectly well. But, as you can see, that well image goes into a zombified state. It's almost an illusion. It is an illusion. Because we're all guilty of thinking that we're fine, that we're looking good, that everything's right and okay, when in reality we're just as broken as the next person and we don't even realize it. But you see, society is a very our society is very fickle nowadays, especially when it comes to election years. When there's an election in swing, the Republican Party will go after the Democratic Party, and the Democratic Party will go against the Republican Party, and it doesn't matter whether you voted Democrat, Republican, Liberal, it doesn't matter. If you don't agree with somebody's viewpoint, they are going to hammer their viewpoint home. And look, and this is where I think a lot of parents nowadays, they don't really parent their children. I've seen it happen. I've seen kids get upset, and instead of the parent disciplining their kid, they give them a tablet or their phone to play on. Look, I'm all for cell phones, I'm all for tablets, I'm all for laptops and computers, but that's not how you parent. When a child is in the wrong and you know that they are in the wrong, you have to correct them, because if there's no correction, the child will not learn from their mistake. But here's the thing. Society says you can't spank your child. You can't do anything to discipline your child. Really. Watch me discipline if I had a kid, I would discipline that kid. I got a 1-year-old nephew. Right? And sometimes my 1-year-old nephew, as cute and adorable as he is, there are times where uncle has to bring some correction to him. Give you an example. At a dinner, at a fellowship dinner, my nephew, who's only one, mind you, got a cookie. Then he wanted another cookie. I told him no, he couldn't have another cookie, otherwise he wouldn't eat. And he was persistent. I kept on telling him no. Finally, he got the message and he began to cry. I stood my ground. I did not let him have another cookie. He didn't like it that Uncle said no. But that's just the way it has to be. Now, let's continue.
Shut your mouth and bite your tongue, cause you don't wanna piss off anyone.
You better shut your mouth and bite your tongue. Yeah, no. Look, anybody that has known me for any amount of time can tell you. I'm going to give you my opinion whether you like it or not, and if it offends you, I will apologize for it. But more often than not, it's my opinion, and everybody has a right to their opinion. But it seems like nowadays that if your opinion doesn't line up with what society wants or what somebody else wants, it seems like to me that they're going to hate you because your opinion didn't line up with what they wanted it to line up with. Which makes absolutely no sense. Now, I have been in situations where I have had to apologize for my opinion because my opinion was wrong after I got all the knowledge of that situation. But honestly, I think I've made more enemies than friends on account of what I say. That's all right with me though. I can't I can't help the fact that people don't have thick skin.
Traumatized by the damage done. Welcome to America.
That's cancel culture. You see, cancel culture is a poison. It's not a fast acting poison. It's a slow one. It's slow. It it kills, and cancel culture slowly chips away at things. It chips away at people nonstop because they're constantly walking on eggshells and it's like they constantly have to be aware of what they say or and how they say it. And me, it's like, why? Because you could hurt somebody. If I hurt somebody by what I say, I'll apologize to him face to face, man to man, or man to woman, or man to child. But more often than not, what I say about the government, I don't apologize for. Because you want to know what I think? I think that the government sorry, had to yawn. I think the government has to I think the government has too much control, honestly. I mean, the government seems like it's controlling us, the United States citizens. Meanwhile, it should be the other way around. Because unfortunately, there's this little thing called the Constitution, and who elects our senators and our presidents and our governors? Who elects our elected officials? Yes, the Electoral College does have the final say, but we are the ones that tell the Electoral College on which side we want to go with.
Oh no, they'll never let go. Something you said 10 years ago. Their cats are like you, and they won't.
Fun fact.
Somebody's talking match. Oh no, they'll never let go. Something you said 10 years ago.
Okay, the mysterious figure is Ronnie.
Cats are like
Right there. I thought that was an axe, but it's a mic stand. Mic stands. I didn't know a mic stand could kill a zombie, but now that I know that, I want to try. I want to try to kill a zombie with a mic stand and just see how it goes. Unfortunately, we do not live in a zombie universe, so I'll never get to try that.
everybody's zombified. They're plugging us with lies like it's formaldehyde. We're dead inside. Goes on and on. Let this go. When it stops, we'll never know. We're hypnotized.
That's true. We are hypnotized by the lies of society. You know, it's like this. Let's say you buy a game. Let's say you look up online about game reviews about a specific game, and I've been guilty of this. I've been guilty of it. That you have interest in buying, and the reviews are just negative, and more negative. Well, you would look at the reviews and be like, next game, not interested in this anymore. Now, when I bought WWE 2K well, WWE, yeah, WWE 2K21, actually 20. Um, I I had heard that it was bad, but it's like I told the Walmart associate. I've heard the game is bad, but I want to buy it and see for myself. For me, it's not that bad. Let's continue. Okay. So we went from Resident Evil to Resident Evil meets Destroy All Humans. That is awesome. Oh, and they're sucking up the zombies.
Zombified. They're pumping us with lies like it's formaldehyde. They're dead inside. It goes on. Let this go. When it stops, we'll never know. We're hypnotized. They won't stop till you're. They won't stop till I'm. They won't stop till we're zombified.
Okay. So we went from trying to get the shot I want. That'll do. So we went from Resident Evil to Resident Evil with the introduction of UFOs. So bringing in Destroy All Humans to now Diablo or or Darksiders. Take your pick. Either way, this is awesome. Yum. Oh, come on, ads.
Chevy Silverado.
Please.
It's got the power you want.
Okay, I didn't want confrontation to play. But this was my reaction to Falling in Reverse Zombified. I hope you all enjoyed. I am Hardcore Christopher. If you would like to become a member of our community, hit the subscribe button down below and make sure you ring the bell and click all for every time I upload a video. If you don't, it's okay, I still respect you. At the end of the day, I'm just glad that you chose to spend a little bit of your time here with me. Keep it hardcore, everyone.